today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the number 1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Throwing right away is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 64 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Throwing on second down is Williams. That pass complete to Moore.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That's complete right side to Komet.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Williams.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. to the football. It's blocked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Woo, yeah! Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. One play, 75 yards. And the Panthers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. There's a curveball for you. A field goal to try to give them the lead. Not only is it batted down, they get the good bounce, and it winds up 6 points the other way.
Maybe they should have thrown the fastball instead. What do you think?
Yeah, it probably would have been better than the curve. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You look at this Carolina defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and second down.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
On second down, Swift. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
A give left side here for Herbert.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost.
Now Young.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Young looks to throw on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
The Panthers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Young's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now Young going to move him around.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Tip Ryman with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears now ready to take over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. You look at this Carolina defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in. Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Young.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he gets this one down to the 24. "22 yards on the catch and run, a first down."
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's Williams on the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tip Ryman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Change it up.
Young, off play action.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's Young on first down.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4.
It'll be Young again.
That one completes it again.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Here is Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tip Ryman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. $60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Young now.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on down there. You got guys running one way on the pick six, now running the other way to return the blocked extra point.
It's almost like that guy went this way, but the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock. Will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go. 45. White. Red. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First and 10, Young.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Xavier Worthy
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
The kick is good.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded in the end zone with no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Once again, it's Brooks. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. That's Leggett. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Young on 3rd down.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Tip Ryman
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. from the end zone, here comes Herbert. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here are the Bears now as they get set. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down throw for Young. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, Brooks. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. To throw, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle is made here at the Bears 26.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, his Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Slot man moves right.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Young going to move him around.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Tip Ryman
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over. They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5.
Penny up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Xavier Worthy,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Panthers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back. Forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
And we spot. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action here with Dalton.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Bears will take over possession here up at... Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, passing it. Dalton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.